afternoon, and thank you for allowing me to be here today. My purpose today is to identify to you the problems that we still have with drunk driving cases today in the U.S. and how we as a society need to pull together and push for stricter laws for drunk driving offenders. The human body is a vessel that we should all respect. It was created by the Almighty Creator. And when we go out and we drive drunk, we risk taking our life and others' lives, and we're not being in accord with the way God would have us to live. The Alban text tells us that God values rightful authority over all things, including our body. 1 Corinthians 3:16-17 says, Do you not know that you are a temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwells in you? Any man that destroys the temple of God, God will destroy him also. For the temple of God is holy, and that is what you are. Did you know that 30 people every day are killed due to alcohol-related accidents? That's one person every 48 minutes. This is a problem, and it costs the U.S. 15 billion per year due to the alcohol traffic-related accidents. The DWI statistics website states that 97% of Americans see that drunk driving poses a threat to public safety. Some of the things I'm going to talk to you today about is causes of drunk driving, the statistics of drunk driving, and ways that we can try to help to prevent drunk drivers. 49 states and Washington, D.C. have a legal limit of 0.08 as the BAC level, which is a blood alcohol concentration level. Did you know that younger people are more prone to have an accident versus older people, no matter what their blood alcohol level is? There's even some states who, if you have the least little bit of alcohol, even a drop of alcohol in your body, is illegal. 9% of all traffic accidents today is alcohol related, and drunk drivers are responsible for thousands of accidents, alcohol related accidents a year. They take their own lives by drinking and driving, passengers that are in the vehicle, or even innocent lives, which we see on the news every day. According to the National Highway Transportation and Safety Administration, a 170-pound male can drink 4 drinks in an hour on an empty stomach, and a 137-pound female can have 3 drinks on an empty stomach before their alcohol level reaches 0.08. And to me, this seems still like a lot, and I wouldn't want to go out and drink and drive or know that somebody's drinking and driving after that many drinks. And statistics also tells us that a good rule to follow if you are out social drinking is to allow 1 hour to sobering up after each drink that you've had. A person that continues to drink and drive, it may seem that there is a sign of an alcohol problem if this is something that they continuously do. Lots of people drive drunk. They go out to social parties or to bars, not intending to drink a whole lot and think they'll be okay, and they get out and they start drinking and talking and socializing, and before you know it, they've had one too many, and they feel that they are okay to drive. But however, most people don't realize that alcohol weakens the reflexes in the body, therefore it affects our ability to drive. People don't realize this, and instead of letting their cars stay parked, they choose to get into their vehicles and drive anyway. The primary factor of drunk driving today is self-miscalculation. As I just stated, we go to parties and things and we think 1 or 2 drinks won't affect us, when in reality it does. As I stated, it weakens our reflexes in our bodies. That's why you've heard of cases, people say that drunk drivers can get out and not hardly get hurt. They tense up because, you know, we don't have a reflex of it when we're driving, and then when something happens, we tense up. Most common arrest in the U.S. today is due to drunk driving or drunk drivers. The drunk driver deaths are so bad that they are equal to the homicides in the U.S. That's how high a percentage they have in drunk driving cases. Most drunk drivers are heavy drinkers or have drinking problems. Some of the statistics of drunk driving cases, as I stated earlier, every day 30 people are killed. That's one person every 48 minutes. Drunk drivers are either injuring or hurting or killing someone every minute. Alone in 2010, 10,228 people were killed in the U.S. 1.4 million of those were, or in 2010, the same year, 1.4 million people were arrested just for drinking and driving. Most of the people that are caught drinking and driving are 4 times more likely to have a BAC level, which is the blood alcohol concentration of 0.8 or higher. And we know that this is extremely high, being that the 0.8 is the legal limit. 96% of the convictions for drunk driving is just a misdemeanor. It's first-time offenses for people. And the felony convictions usually are for repeat offenders. As I stated earlier, 97% of Americans do feel that drunk driving poses a threat to public safety. And it truly does. With all the people that are out on the streets driving each day, all it takes is just one person, one drunk driver, to take an innocent life. DWI statistics states that 30% of the U.S. Americans will be involved in an alcohol-related traffic accident in their lifetime. 2/3 of the DUI arrests in the U.S. are first-time offenders. As I stated earlier, DWIs, or drunk drivers, are hurting someone every minute. And 18s are their lives are taken each day due to drunk drivers. Most drunk drivers, or half of the drunk drivers that are arrested for DUI, normally have a BAC higher than 0.15%. Now, you know, this is very intoxicated, being that the legal limit is 0.8. But half, due to the statistics, it says that half drunk drivers, their limit is 0.15 or higher. Just in North Carolina alone, last year, 365 people were killed due to drunk drivers. That's 30% of deaths, traffic-related deaths, because of drunk driving. Just a little bit on preventions on how we can help try to prevent drunk drivers. Years ago, they came out with the ignition interlock. This is a device that they put on vehicles for people who have been convicted of drunk driving. They have to blow into a machine, and they have to reach, it reads their blood alcohol level. And if they don't pass that blood alcohol level, they can't even crank their cars. And the blood alcohol level that they have to have usually ranges from 0.2 to 0.4%. If it's even higher than that, it will not allow them to crank their cars. And statistics say that since these have been put in place, there's been a reduction in arrest rates for DUI at 70%. Alone today in the U.S., there are over 200,000 ignition interlocks in vehicles. This just goes to show how great the problem is with DWI, or drunk drivers, that we still have today. And I think that one thing we could do is push, because you hear it on the news where we have 4th and 5th offense drivers that are going out here driving drunk. Finally, on their 4th time, they've taken an innocent life. I think these interlocks, since they seem to reduce the arrest rate, ought to be placed in people who are convicted the first time. Don't give them an opportunity to get back out there and do it a second time. Do it as their first offense. Another way that we can try to help is look to reduce the BAC level, which is the blood alcohol concentration level, from 0.8 to 0.5 or less. Or require mandatory blood testing in any kind of traffic-related accident. Let's get started early. Don't wait until the person may be legally drunk. If they've involved in any kind of accident, do a mandatory blood test just to see if there's any alcohol evident. A lot of things that people get already is jail time, steep fines, license being revoked. But unfortunately, as we see today, this isn't always good enough. We have repeat offenders who continuously go back out there and do it once again. There's long-term effects that affect people because of DUI or drunk driving, such as it stays on your record. It causes your insurance premiums to go up, car insurance, health insurance. So many things that do affect, but it doesn't seem to be harsh enough for the offenders today. The conclusion here today is that we do have a problem. As the statistics show, drunk driving still is a big issue. That if we as a society pull together and take a stand and push for stricter laws, such as putting the devices of the ignition interlock in the first offense individuals' cars, maybe we can make a difference in years to come. Thank you.